global happenings today. We communicate, we analyze global news. Stay tuned.
Hello beautiful people, welcome back to our channel. While Bola Tinubu is resting and taking his annual leave, 10 days annual leave, back home something is definitely fishing. A lot of Nigerians are reacting. A lot of things are happening simultaneously. The coalition is moving on top gear. Despite all said and done, ElRufai, the former governor of Kaduna State, have stormed Imo State. See the lovely welcome, I tell you for free, that these guys are building roots. Don't forget, this is the same ElRufai, who literally challenged the late Muhammad Buhari during his reign, insisting that though the Nigerian Naira then was abolished, a new Naira note was being formed. He told these people not to bother, that they are still in charge. When the new government enters, the Naira note will still be very useful. And I tell you, up till now, that Naira note is still very useful. It looks as if the tinubu-led government forgot how powerful, or really how instrumental ElRufai was during the campaign period, and probably the 3 months that was feeling that he's not needed anymore. Well, as we speak, ElRufai is in Imo State, and I tell you that even though Uzodinma is there, none came close. They gave him a resounding welcome. Talk about the strategist, ADC, another strategist, landing in Imo State. We'll give you full details much later on the reason why he entered in Imo State. But meanwhile, somewhere in Lagos State, Rise Vivo have decided to send this note of warning. Something is happening, and it's quite disappointing. He said this, and I'll allow you watch the video, see what transpired some few hours ago and what will transpire some few hours from now that will change the narrative. I just hope that they will not cut the journey, or rather cut the vacation short of Mr. President. But according to Royce Vivo, he said this is truly disappointing that the Lagos APC is using state institutions by sealing off the venue where the ADC was scheduled to hold a meeting tomorrow. After obtaining the necessary approvals, this is not only an abuse of power, it's a clear attempt to stifle opposition voices in Lagos. We understand that the APC is jittery about the momentum the ADC and obedience is building across the state, but deploying state security agencies to frustrate lawful political activities is unacceptable and undemocratic. Lagos belongs to all of us, not a select few, and it is our constitutional right to assemble lawfully. Let it be clear that no amount of intimidation or harassment will stop us from engaging with the people of Lagos. Our movement is powered by the people, and no barricade or show of force can weaken their resolve for a better Lagos. Let's watch and hear what transpired some few hours before now in Lagos State, and what happened really, and why are we at this right now. We'll come back for more. Please watch this video.
He's our governor.
We came to we are the Lion Field now at the emotion. We are supposed to have our event tomorrow on the 6th. As at yesterday, we heard that the police have taken over the field, the venue. We've come and see what's going on, because police are our friends, and we believe that they are here to protect us and make sure that the place is safe. So no issues. We are going to go see the Commissioner of Police to discuss, using this field. We wrote a letter. So come in here, explain the process that we're going through.
We are the planning committee of the event. We wrote a letter of notification to both the area command and the one estate police station here, and it has been minuted upon and forwarded to the Commissioner of Police about 3 days ago. Up till now, we await the approval, so to say. So on getting here this morning, we find out that the place has been kind of condoled off with policemen, and we were told that we need to go and see the Commissioner of Police. And as His Excellency has said, we know police, they are our friend, they are here to protect us. And it is our right to also...
Yes, it's our constitutional right to gather. We are not doing a rally, we are not doing a protest, we just want to gather as an organization. And there's nothing wrong with that. That is why we are free. That's why we are in Nigeria. That's why we are in a democracy. That's why we are not under military rule. Yes. So we are going to go and see the commissioner now. And by God's grace, we'll get a favorable response.
All right, welcome back. It's getting really interesting. Honestly speaking, I refuse to believe really that the ruling party would condescend to this level of not allowing opposition voices to be heard. They should have. It's even 2 years before the elections. There's ample time. Use your works, to campaign for yourself. You even have added advantage more than the opposition voices. You're already in power. If you do well, the people of the country will vote you unanimously without even thinking twice. Because there's this thing about one, when if you work well, it means you deserve another turn. But you don't need to force yourself on them. But it's sad because some few hours ago, ElRufai, something similar happened in Kaduna. And the next thing, instead of security guarding the ADC that were meeting, for their meeting, the security agencies did not guard according to what ElRufai said and some of the ADC members. And it didn't stop there. They even went as far as insisting that it should come for questioning. Of course, the likes of Atiku Abubakar, check out playlist Atiku Abubakar, the former vice president of Nigeria, has commented saying that this is no longer democracy where they are doing all they can to shut out the opposition voice. To me, I think it's a little better than only Peter Obi. Before now, it was only a case of always Peter Obi doing all the talks. Peter Obi always being the one being, sidelined. Peter Obi always the one taking all the bass goes. Right now they're trying to drag Peter Obi. Atiku is there to be dragged. ElRufai is there to be dragged. But whatever it is, some persons believe that ElRufai also have his hands full, that during his reign and time, he was also like that. So it's not as if he's a saint. Is any of them really a saint? But there's a level of dimension of the level of dimension of shutting out the mouths of the people that at some point everybody needs to forget their differences and come together to see how they can at least save the country from the level of impunity that's being faced right now. But some persons believe that this dimension of politics was not so. But it baffles me really, because when I hear things like this and there are video evidence to that, it clearly reminds me of the days of Nadeko, when this same president was a card-carrying member, where he refused the voices of the main opposition, refused the voice of the military, trying to refuse the voices of their military rule. He even had to, leave Nigeria then, because he was really voicing out. I could also still remember when Goodluck Jonathan was also the president. He literally, they had staged a protest himself, that's Bola Tinubu himself, and even Atiku Abubakar, about a whole lot of them coming together, staging a protest, and a lot of Nigerians were right behind them. Jonathan didn't stop them. In fact, they had security agencies protecting them. These are personalities in their rights. But it's amazing. Fast forward, we are seeing this. It's good to note that the likes of Atiku Abubakar and ElRufai are within the opposition, seeing exactly what they supported. And I also have remembered, I also remember where ElRufai apologized really for bringing in this government that is showing Nigerians this level of this dimension of quote-unquote democracy. That's going to wrap it up. Let's meet in our conversation. Also take. Do have a nice time. God bless you. Bye.